Hello, this is Fat Guy Flies RC. How y'all doing? Coming to you from the man cave. Going to do an unboxing of yet another plane, believe it or not. This time, kind of going backwards, and I got the BIXLER 3. Now this is a legendary plane. The BIXLER's been around forever. That style of a top-mounted pusher prop plane, like I said, is an iconic in the RC world, has been around forever. I just never got around to having a BIXLER, and or at least not the BIXLER 3, and not the kind that has landing gear like this. So I figured the Hobby King had their USA something sale, and I forget now what it was, and normally it was $137. I think I got it for like $100, and shipping on anything over $99 was free, which usually with Hobby King, you gotta spend $200 before you get free shipping. But I've been wanting this, and at some point, I mean, you know, it's not a challenge. This type of plane would not be a challenge for me to fly. It is very much a beginner plane, but sometimes it's nice to go back and just have a nice, relaxing, fun, simple plane that you can take off and fly and just enjoy, and not have to worry so much about, you know, all the different dynamics of a faster, more aggressive plane. And so I figured, well, you know what, we'll just unbox this bad boy and show you what we get in the box. There's been probably 500 unboxing and build videos for this plane, and so I'm going to do another one. Now there'll be 501, at least as far as unboxing goes. But this is an example of a plane where the creators and the designers have listened to their customers and have gone through several iterations of the plane upgrades. Does have provisions for flaps, however, you'd have to add your own servo. There's a cutout there. The flap itself is nice and stiff. You will need, if you're not going to use the flaps, there's some little plastic inserts you're going to want to put in there. I'm going to guess, that's what it seems to me, to where that flap stays stiff. Your servo is already, for your aileron, is already hooked up. And check out the heaterl on the end of that wing. Nice. Look at the big black markings underneath there. Make it very easy to see. Great for orientation. And that's just one wing. Yeah, I mean, when a plane keeps getting redesigned, improved and improved and improved, we all benefit from that. And from what I understand, from what I've been told, the original BIXLER was a great flying plane, and it's a good design. I just never had it. So, anyways, always keep up with your trash. Again, I love the polyhedral on the end of that wing, and nice, strong foam, very dense. Love the markings underneath the wings. That will be great for orientation. You do get a wooden PVP or FPV mount instead of the traditional battery tray. Nice vertical stabilizer, otherwise known as your rudder. Remember, anytime you make sure you work the hinges. I will be putting my hold the foam or by beacon, and I'll just dab that in both sides of all hinges with a Q-tip and work that into the hinges. Kind of like an Elmer's glue, but kind of on steroids. It's a very strong Elmer's glue, but it remains flexible. And it's a great alternative for hinge protection versus Blenderm tape. Blenderm tape is a great field repair, but once it gets dirt in there and it gets discolored, whereas hold the foam from Beacon makes a nice clear rubbery seal and holds your hinge together. All right. Looks like we're going to have to be gluing the tail feathers on. Give me, this would be a great time to pause the video, work the hinge, and go get yourself a drink, and I want to turn that battery off that's beeping. All right, we're back. I'll just edit that little section out of the video, I guess, but like, always work your hinges. Your control arms are already hooked up for you. That does have a nice laminate hinge though, but I'll still put this is the zip tie style of control arm. Now they put it through and they put the little zip tie end on there. Those are nice and secure. I like those. Great for kit building, or the you know, those kind of like flight test control arms. All right, the fuselage, and then we got all of our bits and pieces there, and it comes the metal wooden spar, and there's those plastic bits I was talking about, those for the flaps, more those zip style, probably for the rudder and the, well, I guess, yeah, for the rudder. Oh, no, it's already on there. So you got extra, and wooden or steel spar. Nice, good size battery bay with an XT60 connector. And one thing I like is you look, you see the carbon fiber spars that are right there. They run along the length. This gives a nice, rigid, strong fuselage. And look. There's a carbon spar that goes all the way down. So this is a nice, thought out, very strong fuselage. The 20 amp ESC floating around in there. I'll probably take a piece of, that's just kind of bounced around. So what I'll probably do is take a piece of double-sided tape and tape that down. So yeah, that's probably what I'll do there. Nice strong magnet to hold your battery hatch in. Nice strong fuse bottom. I love the finish on this foam. This is a very tight, strong foam. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. All right, got the little wheel pants there. And they're made of foam, so they shouldn't be too noisy. All right. And of course, the gear. Now, the thing about this gear is, see how, oh, kind of a hard rubber. See them plastic, them dark black plates there. This is that. Whoop! Yep, I just dropped it. This, and you can see the flat part of this. Look at that. Look at that. That's just going to glue on there just like that. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. And that's just a pressure fit for the landing gear. Just goes in the bottom of the fuselage, and it just pressure fits in there. You kind of bend them together, slide them in, and then expand out and lock into place. Now there is, looks like you should have been able to put a plastic like belly skid here, but I don't see one in the kit. Maybe that's a throwback from the original fuselage. Because you can easily just take all that off of there, and you can belly land her. So, anyways, I'll go through. I'll make sure that we're not missing anything. I certainly don't see. There's not much in the card or styrofoam cover in here. So, all right. Always make sure. Now, like with all hobby key planes, you don't get instructions. You have to go to the website and download them. You'll see manuals and files, usually on the right side of the product description page, and download them, or just have like I do and have your computer up close by where you can build, or an iPad or some sort of tablet, and have it there, and have the instructions up. That way, they save on that. They don't have this. They don't have to print it. They don't have to kill trees, and it's right there on your right there in front of you. A little unfortunate, the paint kind of bubbled up there, but that's from heat. Who knows how long this has been sitting in a warehouse somewhere. So, alrighty. I want to thank you so much for watching. That's the unboxing. Very simple build. Shouldn't be any problem at all. I'm going to put her together. If I run any issues, I'll show them to you. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. God bless y'all. And don't forget, faith, family, and friends. And then planes. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye.